Kevin Durant traded. I mean, like, what do you kind of think of the trade package that Houston gave up with Phoenix?
I'm still kind of digesting that one, to be quite honest. But I think when you look at the overall trade package and everybody's saying, "Oh, Houston got over," "Oh, Phoenix got over," I believe that it's just the trade worked out for both teams, in my opinion. Well, obviously, when you're Houston, just how well you did this season, you're giving up young pieces such as Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks, who's a solid defender. It's like, okay, you lose a little bit right there, but Jalen Green has been very inconsistent. And for you to be able to get a guy like a Kevin Durant to go ahead and pair with that nucleus they still have together, I think that has got to get them over the top. I know a lot of people like, oh, Kevin Durant doesn't move the needle. Well, look what he did in Phoenix. Well, in my opinion, Phoenix was horribly built. Just to be able to sustain anything long term, man. He's been pretty healthy. I think he played 75 games last year,
Yep.
60 something this year, 62. I mean, wish would probably would have played a little bit, probably would have played a little bit more had they been better or trying to go for something serious. But I think it's a trade that works for both teams. What I will say this is that I'm curious on what's going to happen with Phoenix because, okay, I like the idea of acquiring Jalen Green, but what are you going to do with Bradley Beal? I mean, I believe he has a no trade clause, and the thing about that is people saying, well, you got to move him. You can just move him. Well, Bradley Beal is due $53 million next season, and then the season after that, he has a player option for $57 million. And any team he's on, don't matter who it is, I bet you he's opting in for that $57 million. So just to kind of get with the math, any team, if he waives his no trade clause and a team wants to acquire him, you're committing $110 million to Bradley Beal over the next 2 years. I think that Phoenix is stuck with him. So they're either going to have to do one or two things. They're either going to have to move Jalen Green or they're going to have to buy out Bradley Beal. It's just that simple to me.
Yeah, I mean, Phoenix as like this. We look at the roster, like getting Dylan Brooks, which I thought was a pretty good move. He's a good player, kind of fell in that 3-and-D role. Jalen
Yeah.
Green, not really too surprised about it. A lot of Pistons fans are taking victory laps today over the Jalen Green discourse, which, hey, love to see it. But yeah, like having like Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and Jalen Green, you're gonna like put Book at point, Jalen Green, like shooting guard, and then Bradley Beal off the bench. It's a very expensive team that personally I don't really think is a top, a top team in the West that I would feel confident of even like making a playoff spot. I think that's a play-in team at the
Yeah.
most. I think with Bradley Beal, you're right. They do need to try to explore options, whether that's attaching a first, whether it's possibly buying him out of his contract and kind of stretching it. They could do that. Or you just kind of call Charlotte and see how desperate they are, and maybe Matt Ishbia gets a Spartan dog of Miles Bridges in Phoenix.
They're going to have to do something, man. I mean,
Yeah.
because again, anybody that takes that contract, again, you just made a good point. If I were a GM taking that contract, I would need multiple firsts to take that on because again, it's not even just it's not the $53 million that he's going to get next season. It's that 57 he's going to opt into. So and again, also too, Beal has to waive his no trade clause to go there. So it's a lot of, to me, it's so many factors that are working against Phoenix that I think that the most likely scenario is a very expensive buyout.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be cheap. I never understood the Bradley Beal trade. I thought they were good with
Never
just
did.
I thought they were fine with Devin Booker and KD, and you could just kind of fill out your bench. But like they have a lot of free agents, like Bull, Monte Morris, Tyus Jones, and they're a second apron team on top of it. So it's kind of a head scratcher.
Yeah, everybody was falling in love with this big three model, and I mean, yeah, it worked when it worked, but it's not the end all be all for putting together a championship team. Something we're obviously seeing with this year's NBA Finals, even though a lot of factors happen, but even over the past couple of years, we've seen this kind of big three model is dying. So, I mean, I understood getting KD to pair with Booker, but getting Beal is just like, I don't know about that. Just maybe ride that 1-2 a little bit longer and get that supporting cast to be a little bit better. But and then also too, you can't keep changing head coaches like you change draws.
I can't even keep up with their head coaches anymore, man. I really
It's
can't.
like it's like, man, it's like, okay, I thought Detroit changed head coaches a lot. I mean, well, Phoenix is running through them real quick in this Ishbia era.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of crazy. I mean, I just saw today Sean Sweeney is going to San Antonio to be an assistant there. So I mean,
Ah,
there's there's a lot of coaching maneuvers. I know Knicks fans are praying that Jason Kidd doesn't get extended. I mean, NBA this time of
mhm.
year is just wild, man. It's like Christmas every day. It feels like.
Yeah.